Today I'll show you how to set up a CodeReady workspace for a custom project. So right now I'm just going to set up an OpenShift project, and I'm going to install the operator for CodeReady workspaces, and this should take about 15 seconds to install. This is an OpenShift 4 cluster, so we can install this operator to this project. The next thing we're going to do once this is ready is install an instance of this operator workspace. So what we're looking at is the YAML that we're going to use to install it. This can be run on your command line. Here we're just going to run it in the window. And there's just some customizations there, very simple. And then we're going to click install, and then we'll wait for the pods to come up. This is a process that takes 2 or 3 minutes to get fully running. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but it is installing a database with Postgres, SSO with Keycloak. It's going to be integrated into the cluster. And then after this is going to install the plugin and the dev file registry. And then the final thing to install is the actual CodeReady workspace. Once this is complete, then we can go ahead and log in to CodeReady workspaces, and then we will create our own custom image here. So first thing I'll do is log in, and then as this is the first time logging in, I will select to allow permission and add in my email and submit. And this will now get us into the workspace environment. And you could just create your own project here, but we're going to create a custom workspace from a dev file. So we've predefined it. This is the URL where you can find it. And I'll go back and show that in a minute. But first thing we'll do is kick off this workspace. And this workspace install takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes itself. And so I'll go ahead and speed this one up as well. So that's completed. And what we'll see here is that it's installed a project that has been defined. And the source code is here, and we can go ahead and build it through a run task. So I will choose the run task to kick off the dev environment. And this task is called Start Quarkus. And that'll set up a dev instance with a debugger running. So here is the file again. It sets up one project, so that's a Git project in GitHub. And it's got a bunch of components that we have, particularly a Docker image we want to look at. This is customized. You can build your own. And we also added some plugins and a volume and a couple of endpoints to expose. We've added some custom commands, which is the one that I just kicked off, and another one to package. And then this build should complete in a couple of seconds. But essentially the custom workspace is set up. This is a pretty simple one. You can have a much more complicated version as well with multi-projects. But for this purposes, we have a Quarkus app running on 8080, and we'll expose it with a route. So if we take a look at it, it is now running in dev mode. The Swagger spec is here, and we have a call we can test out, getting us the 24th episode of Rick and Morty, which is Pickle Rick. And we can see that it's all working. And this is working inside the OpenShift cluster now. And so we can go ahead and make a change just to show the ability for Quarkus to to not require rebuilds and restarts. It will do it all automatically. So what I'm going to do here is add in a hard-coded value for the air date and show that once we make that change, it will automatically appear in our result. But you could pretty much can change any code and any configuration, and Quarkus will pick it up for you without having to restart the application in dev mode. So there's our hard-coded our hard-coded air date, and let's return it. And then we can let's open the app in, we'll just pop it out of the workspace so we can see it full screen, and try our episode 24 again. And we can see the air date has been added to the response. So that's the entirety of the demo. And thanks for listening.